Welcome. Welcome to the storm.
Welcome to the storm. My name is Winterwolf, and today we continue our Let's Play of Hytale. Where we left off, we had just kind of started a new base, because of, I don't know what happened, but there was a world reset or whatever, but we started a new base, and I had said that I was going to do a little bit offline, and a thing happened. I did probably a little bit more than I probably intended to, then I apologize for that. I got caught up in the moment, I lost myself in the awesomeness that is Hytale, and yeah, you shall see what I have done. My base isn't complete by any means, but I did get quite a bit done-ish. I still have the living quarters and the mine entrance and all that kind of stuff there to work on, but you'll see. And well, I apologize. Sorry, not sorry, because I had a lot of fun doing it, but it was something I wish I had kind of recorded, even if it was just sped up so that you can kind of get a time lapse. But you know what? It is what it is. It happened, and yeah, you shall see. I'm really happy with how it turned out and where it's going. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, kind of started a little. My homestead's kind of get started. I kind of clean this up because that's just the way I am. I want to get this ready for farming and stuff like that. Did go to the temple, borrowed a few things. I found, in the main temple we went through the portal, we had those little guys. I forget what they're called. Starts with a K. I'm shit with pronouncing stuff. Well, they had a village. There's a village on our map, and it's like right here. I borrowed one of the chicken coops. I don't think they were happy about it, but they didn't attack me, so I'll take that as okay. Eventually, these cows are going to be in my. I'm going to have a fenced area for these guys, but this will be an eventual chicken coop or bunny thing, whatever. I don't know yet. But, yeah. So, I had to borrow the goddess temple, or the goddess statue, because, well, I think it's cool beans. And I have this little nice little sitting area with Madam. There's my tanning rack. I got some stuff going on. This isn't going to stay here. This is the farming stuff. This is once I get the farmland going, then I'll move that over there so it's with it. But I just wanted to do that for now. A little bit of water. Check out that flickering water. Doesn't that look amazing? There's just so much they've done right. And I kind of noticed when I was putting the blocks down, like this is cobblestone, but because there was dirt right beside it, look how they mesh together. It's not like a clean line. It actually looks like, this is actually growing over that a little bit. Isn't that fucking amazing? I love that. It's little touches like that that just make, I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. And that's the thatch from that. I just figured, what the hell? That's from another place. I didn't have enough of the dead thatch. I imagine once I get more of the good stuff, I'll probably, I don't know, I kind of like that. I found a castle, so I got this really cool Lost Civilization banner. That's not staying there. So this is just an initial storage for now. This is like just, stone, weapons I found. This is all furniture and stuff, like Lost Civilization, ancient bookshelf, stuff like that. These are all things that I have found while I was kind of exploring, because I like to borrow stuff, and then everything here is all wood. This is just random player made, or I say player made, but like, like village made stuff. And this is all moved towards like the kitchen area when I'm done, because I do have a kitchen stove ready. I'm just using that for now. And this is the crafting hall. Sorry if the perspective looks a little weird up close like this. I have the field of view up on kind of high. I might bring it down a little bit just to get rid of that. But yeah, this is my. I'm right here. I'm gonna wind up putting. There's over here. I'll show you. This right here is a salvager's bench. I'll probably. If it's as small as I think it is, I probably want to put two side by side. I have one of these outside. These guys, I didn't make any room for them in here because that's the Alchemist bench and the Arcanist bench. Once that upgrades, those guys are getting their own. They're gonna get their own tower. I'm gonna make my own mage tower. But yeah, these chests are all just gonna random stuff. I didn't really. I put them there more for symmetry than anything. But I imagine once I start using these more often, I'll probably wind up having all my ore is going to go. Maybe the raw ore will go here. The good ore is going to go there. This will probably fill up more once I start actually opening up the mine. So that's the plan. Well, today, where I've did all this, my goal is here. This is going to be the main entrance hall. I want to build almost like a. Think of it like a long hall, like you would kind of see like from the Vikings. This would be like the main room where everyone hangs out. All of the tables and benches and stuff like that. You would see like the 2 rows with like the main table up for like the village chief or whatever up at the front, and then I'm gonna have living quarters off to the sides, and then I'm gonna have one room or one stairway that's gonna go down to a bit to its own room, and from there that's where I'm gonna open up the mine shaft. That's where I'm gonna do the mine, and then that's where I'm gonna start my dig it down and then just go in there. But I mean, it's gonna take a bit to through all here. I'm trying to decide if I want to. You probably won't see it, but I'm gonna dig here, and then I'm just gonna time lapse it so that you're not sitting there watching me pickaxe. I think it's boring, right? And so once I start doing this here, I'm just gonna turn my mic off, and maybe I'll start talking when something's important. But that's the goal today, and so there's probably gonna be a lot of time lapse in this episode, but it's just be more or less. You're going to watch the sped up version, and then we'll do a walkthrough afterwards, and then we'll just do each of the parts there, and then maybe near the end we'll go out and do some exploring, because the other day I went this way just to kind of explore. As you can see, I died right here. Like there's this is where I found that lost civilization. It was like a castle keep right here. That was actually pretty dang cool. There was some other spots that were kind of like opened up. I was kind of like, what is that? Like, what is this? This looks interesting. I just like looking around the map. The fact that this map is textured like this, it changes it in real time. Like I want to check that out. There was something else I saw that I was like, oh, what is that? This looks something like right here, and interesting to check that out. There's another one. Like there's like almost like something in each of the like. I want to check this out. I want to see what this is all about. Like this is just weird. Like what is up with that? But there's something right here. There's something right here. Like it's just I can see the textures by looking that there's actually something there. And the interesting thing is, if we go back to mine, as I build, it's actually changing it. Like I did this here. Like I needed some earth, And so I cleaned it right out. And you can see it now in the map, which I think is freaking brilliant. So we're actually affecting the map as we're playing. And I love that. I think that is brilliant. There's so many smart choices that that they have made with Hytale that I'm 100% enchanted with, charmed with, in love with. I think it's awesome. Yeah, this death, I had like no health left, and I was running from something, and I'm like, screw it. I just jumped off of my, jumped off the top, but this one here, I got attacked by like this monster demon. Like this guy was huge. His sword was taller than I was, and I was not prepared. So that was on day 8. Yeah, this was like day 3, day 4. Like it's just, I love the fact that you can see like here, day 6. Like it's just, it's hilarious to me. It's like one of those little nice touches that I think is brilliant. That I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. But all right, so we're just gonna get right into it. Oh yeah, there's a big. I think these are trolls or something right here, and there's something right here. There was a little hunter camp right here, and I was looting something, and all of a sudden I hear this. I turn around, big ass grizzly bear right behind me. One swipe, done. Yeah, and there's like more bears that hang out here, but there's also I don't know if they're ogres, orcs, but they have some pretty nasty pet wolves with them, and I actually got chased by a bear into here, and I was hoping the bear would start attacking them, but then all of a sudden I had the whole camp plus the bear chasing me down the river. And yeah, they kept chasing me, and this guy started chasing me, so I had this whole horde of things chasing me all the way down here and up and around. I was like, ah! I was crying like a little bitch. But yeah. This here, I dug a tree, and then I just for shits and giggles, I want to see how far the tree went. The tree went down like, I don't know, 6 blocks down, and I was like, you know what, let's make a little dugout. So next thing I know, I made a little random dugout thing. But the fact that I can see it on the map, see this, I can see that I cut right here, and then I'm lining this up, and I'll have farmland right here, and I did this. Probably farmland will probably all be right here. I'm going to do something because there's those cows. I want to fence them in. There's some sheep over here that I'm going to fence in. Yeah, man, this map. I love this map. I said in the first video when I was watching Lena Lazar's stream, when she popped that map up, I turned the stream off immediately and I went and bought the game. I'm a map guy. I love maps, and the fact that the game map looks like this, and the more I look at it, it gives me a chance to kind of like, I'm going to explore here today. I'm going to explore here today. I'm going to explore here today. And I'm hoping that this expands as we go. And this is just the known map that I can see so far. Honestly, I don't know how big the game worlds are, but I want to check it out. And then just after I discovered, and it was only yesterday when I was playing, that I discovered that as we progress, like, see, I made changes to the map here, and like you can see it, like. It's real world changes, and I think that is just amazing. But yeah, you know what? Hytale, guys, you are knocking this out of the park. You are doing everything right so far. I am sold. You own my soul. You know what? Let's just get right back into it. I'm not chit-chatting. I'm going to turn my mic off, and then let's start the... You know what? Let's go here, and then we'll just start the time lapse now. Okay, I think we've had a productive day. Um, yeah, I got a lot accomplished. Kind of jumped around from like doing one thing, and I'm like, all of a sudden, you know what? Oh, I need to do this, and then I need to do this, and I had a bunch of squirrel shiny moments. But yeah, let's go take a look and see what I've done. Um, this is by no means how long the wall. It's going to be longer. I'm going to bring it way out because I'm going to have more side rooms. Obviously, this is the kitchen. This is where I'm going to do all the. I'm going to transfer all the flowers and all the food over to here. Um, this is my bedroom, I guess. Little office, ancient bookshelf, lost civilization chair and thing there. Goddess idol, bedroom. I'm gonna change that out. I wanted a light source in here. I'm not. That's not what I'm gonna go with. Well, maybe I don't know. Um, Oh, that must be okay. Huh. I'm like, what is that little thing on? So this is the bathroom, spa, whatever you want to call it. I know it's just this and sploosh. But I like the chalk. I like that's what I was cutting into. But you can't do anything with it. And I wanted to do the marble, so I could do like the fancy bricks with the bottom inlay. This was a last minute thing. I was going to do one long room, but then I figured, you know what, let's separate it. And I like the rounded molding. I like how it turned the room out a bit. Kind of gave it a little bit of personality. These are. I don't know why I thought about this. It was just one of those spur of the moments. I had a night, and then when I was like, oh, and then I was like, you know what? I ran to the temple to see if there was another night, but then I saw the goddess, and I'm like, you know what? This is the lovers. They are staring at each other. You know, this is the goddess, and that's her faithful knight. And yeah, and these are banners from like the Lost Civilization. I tried to get it so they would hang down here, but for some reason I couldn't get it to do it. But whatever, they look fine right there. So yeah, so there's the goddess and her lover. It's cheesy, but whatever. And I'm probably just gonna bring this way back, and then I'm probably gonna put like not right here, but starting this way, I'll probably do rows of tables. As you can see, I got a bunch of these already, so I'll throw those down in rows, and then in the next section, so I'll probably do the not quite the same length, but maybe this much more. And so is this 1, 2? So I'll probably do 5 more that way, and then I will do like maybe 3 in at the end, and that's will be where the head table will be. But then I'm gonna do a couple more bedrooms. Maybe I'll do another sleeping area, but I'll do like almost like a dorm where there's just a bunch of beds and stuff like that in there. And on this way, on the far one, that might be the entrance to the mine, or I'll do the entrance to the mine outside. I haven't quite decided yet. You know, if you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Maybe you have a better idea than what to do for the other rooms. I do want to do one more dorm. I just don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Yeah, this is the hall so far. It is kind of large. Probably unnecessarily high. I was thinking about taking some log beams and just bringing it across. Like I'll start there, and then 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 there, and I'll just do kind of like sections of 3, and I think that'll look sharp. Like it'll be a waste of logs, but you know what, whatever. But yeah, that was it for today. I think we accomplished a lot. Thanks again for stopping by. My name is Winterwolf, and this is our Let's Play of Hytale. My new favorite game. So, yeah. I will see you in the next video. So as always, you are special, you matter, and the world's a better place to you in it. So take care, and have a fantastic night.
I will see you in the next video, video. I will see you in the next video. Good night.